Alright, hello internet. We're back playing Gloomhaven. It's scenario 14 this time. We are finally continuing on from Temple of Elements was our last scenario. So we're playing Frozen Hollow. It's been a little while, so we may be a little bit rusty. We've had Gen Con and a few other terrain things going on in the background. But it's myself and my buddy Daryl back playing. I will kick off the intros. Before I do, I'll do a spoiler warning. I'm playing the Angry Face character. If you don't want to know about that particular character, which is obviously an unlock, you might want to stop watching now. So I'm playing the Doomstalker, who is called Fenthrys. He's a level 4. And Daryl, what are you playing?
I'm playing a Brute, which is a level 5, and his name is Grog.
Cool. Alright, so we've done our city and road events off camera. We've done our battle goals and stuff. So we're just going to kick off with the flavour text from the intro.
An enchanter has been called for, so an enchanter must be found. Following reports of an Esther in the Boiler District, you find yourself standing before an abandoned and decrepit tavern, the Crooked Bone. Opening the door, the inside looks exactly as the outside advertised. Spiderwebs, splintered stools, and dusty, broken glass. Stepping past the threshold, a translucent female suddenly appears before you.
Why have you come to this place, mercenaries? Your presence is unwanted and you are disrupting my research.
You quickly explain why you have come, and the woman's frown deepens.
Oh, look at the Esther woman. She can fulfill all our wishes. All she has to do is wave her hands and our wildest dreams will come true.
She sighs in frustration and actually does wave her hands.
Leave me in peace.
You don't move. She stares.
Well, instead of disrupting, then maybe you could help. Scratch my back, maybe I'll scratch yours. That's how these things work, right?
The woman turns and walks towards a destroyed set of stairs, but after a few steps, she fades away entirely.
I need an orb from the frozen hollow in the Copperneck Mountains.
The woman's voice comes from directly in front of you, as if she hadn't moved at all.
Bring it back to me and I may help you.
A map drops at your feet.
My name is Hale, by the way. Do not come back without the orb.
The map is easy to follow. Deep in the Copperneck Mountains, obscured by snowdrifts, you find the opening to a dark, narrow cave. The wolf tracks around the entrance are troubling, but with a firm resolve, you enter.
Alrighty. So we can start here. So anywhere in those 5 hexes.
Okie dokie.
And we've got regular hounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That mini at the back there is a lot bigger than the rest, but he's a regular as well. I just ran out of 3D printed ones. And we've got an elite living spirit over here. And it's been a while, so
It's been a very long time.
I always pretty much play the same 2 cards to start, which I will be doing again.
I have slightly changed my deck, so now I'm a little bit unfamiliar.
So the hounds have 6 hit points. The living spirit only has 3, but it has a shield 3. So you know how with my first cards I put that doom on whoever to take 2 points of damage off them every round?
Yep.
Thinking you might put that on this, do you think? If it has a shield of 3
I think that'd be a good idea.
and it only has 3 hit points, that means in 2 turns it'll be out.
Yep.
So we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Just an FYI as well, our road event didn't end very well for us, so took 2 damage and a curse to our deck.
Oh, you already sorted that, yeah.
Yeah, I've picked mine, I'm good.
29 for me.
Alrighty. 29. And I am going at 9. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so the hounds have gone at 6, so they get in first. And they're doing a move 3, attack 2 with immobilize.
Fantastic.
And just also to take note of, they have a retaliate 1 as a intrinsic ability. Alright, so we've got 4 hounds, so you're going to move 3. So he's going to move there. This one, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so they all move up and attack. We'll start with the ones that can attack either of us will attack me because I have the lower initiative. So this one will attack you, Daryl. So it's an attack of 3 with immobilize. So -1, so 2 points and you're immobilized.
It's 14 for me.
Yep. Add the immobilize on. Number 2 there is going to attack me. So 3 plus 0, so 3 points for me. Which takes me to 9. And I'm immobilized. The other 2 can't attack. So that's their turn done. On to me. So I'm immobilised, so I can't move, but I wasn't going to move anyway, so that's not a big deal. I'm just going to play Race to the Grave. So I place my Doom token onto an enemy. This enemy suffers 2 damage at the start of each of its turns. So I'm going to put it on the Living Spirit Elite. And then I'm playing the top of Expose, which gives me advantage when targeting a doomed enemy. So that's a lost card, but that effect lasts right through the game. That's my turn done. On to you, Grog.
Okay, so being immobilised, I have to switch it up. And I'm going to use Leaping Cleave, which has an area of effect of
Nice.
2.
Yep.
Those 2 wolves I'm going to target. It's an attack 3. Drawing now. +1.
Yep. So that was on which number?
Oh, we'll start with number 1.
Number 1. Sorry, so how much damage was it?
4.
Okay, so he's got 2 hit points left, and he has a retaliate 1.
Yep. So, and then drawing again for number 2. +1 again.
Nice.
4.
Take another point of damage.
That has me at 12.
Yep.
And I get an experience for that. Round over.
Alright. So the Living Spirit is going to move 4. Well, first it takes 2 points damage from my Doom. It's got 1 hit point left.
The shield, it ignores shields. I'm
Yeah,
assuming, yeah.
that ignores shields, that's right. So it's moving 4. 1, 2, it has an attack 3 at range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can reach either of us with that attack. It will go after me because I have the lower initiative. So it's doing an attack 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 damage. So I'm down to 5.
A really good start.
Yeah, those hounds getting a 6 was pretty brutal. Alright, so next round. We don't have much healing either, do we, from memory?
No, I've only got the one heal card.
So we don't need to worry about the living spirit because it will die before it gets to activate.
We got healing potions as well.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
You've got a major too, haven't you?
Yes. And what are my starting hit points again? Level 4, 18.
Yeah.
Did we mention? You mentioned we both had curse cards in our deck, didn't you?
Yeah. You picked yours, have you?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Are we our location now? Is it
Copperneck Mountains.
Okay, so
yeah.
so I need to add that to my.
Is that part of your goal?
Yep. So I've only got one location to visit now, which is the Misty Sea or Misty Sea. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations visited. 1 to go.
How fast are you going? I'm going to put a retaliate on myself, and I'm going to go pretty early. So I'm
More mid.
more mid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Mid to late mid.
Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm going at 10.
And 20 for me.
Cool. All right. So hounds are going at 26. Living spirits at 55. The living spirit was going to curse, so thankfully it'll be dead before it gets to do that. I'm going first with initiative 10. I'm going to put retaliate 2 at range 2 on myself, just for this round. and then I'm going to use, sorry, that's with press the attack, bottom of press the attack, and I'm going to use top of fresh kill, which is an attack 2, range 4, add +2 to the attack and gain 1 experience if the target is undamaged. So I'm obviously going to target that one of the hounds that hasn't taken any damage yet. So I'm going to target this big one at the back, which is number 4. So it's an attack. Sorry, just stand by. I'm just looking at my items, deciding whether I want to use any of them. No, I won't use any items. That's just an attack 4. +1.
Nice.
So 5 damage. So that hound has 1 hit point left.
Retaliate.
Well, that was a ranged attack, so that retaliate happens only if it's a
100%
melee.
right.
So that's me. Oh, actually, and I'm also going to use my minor healing potion to heal 3, which takes me back up to 12. That's the end of my turn. You're up, Grog.
Okay, Grog is going to use his major healing potion, so that'll be back to give me 5 health. So that's 17 for me. Turn that over.
Okay. For anyone that's new to the channel, we use Gloomhaven Helper, so that's what I'm doing here, just keeping track of all these numbers. Actually, no, I was down to 5. I think I hadn't done it on my actual physical tracker here, so I was down to 5. I used my health, so I'm back up to 8, not 12. Cool.
So it might be a little early for this, but I'm going to use it anyway because I want to clear these dudes. So I'm going to use the movement part of Wall of Doom, which is add a +1 attack to all your attacks this round.
Yep.
I'm going to use the attack part of Unstoppable Charge, which is an attack 5, and you get an experience point. I'm also going to use that conjunction with the Volatile Bomb, which gives an area of effect of 1, 2, and the big dude at the back.
Yep.
So let's flip for number 2. Start at 1.
Okay.
So I flipped over the
So that's a rolling effect. So
Yep.
that's Pierce.
3 and a +3.
Okay, yeah. You wiped him out. Hound 1 is well and truly dead.
So that was an attack of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice. Can you pass me a coin, please?
It's a bit ridiculous, but anyway.
That'll do it. Okay, then number 2.
Number 2, that's a +1. So he's gone as well.
Nicely done. Got it.
Oops. That's gracefully not done. And for the last one?
Yep.
0. So he is dead as well.
On number 3, was it?
No, on the big boy at the back.
Yeah. Cool.
So he's gone. Coin City.
Nice. Alrighty. Good turn. Okay, so we've got 1 hound left. He's got to move for attack 2. He's going to target me because I am lower initiative. And I've got retaliate on me, which is good. So he's doing an attack 2 -1, so just the 1. Takes me to 7. And I have a retaliate of 2. So he's down to 4 hit points remaining. And that's the end of the hound's turn. We now have the living spirit who is cursed from my doom, race to the grave. So That kills the living spirit.
Was he here?
Yeah, yep. So I put that doom into my discard, and that would be the end of the round. I'm assuming you're going to be able to do a pretty sizable melee to this hound.
Yeah. I've actually got more ranged attacks in my deck than I ever had before, so it's that should be right.
How confident are you you'll be able to kill it? It's got 4 hit points.
4 hit points.
Yeah.
I should be able to. I should be able to kill it. Let me just double check.
You never know, right?
I know.
Alright, no, it's alright. You do what you're going to do. I was just deciding whether I can afford to not attack.
No, I will 100% kill it. I'm going to be...
I'll line something up as well, because you've got the curse card as well in your deck and stuff. Who knows what will happen, so...
Okay.
So I'll do that, and... Let's do... that.
I'm just worried about not going quicker than what the wolf will. But I should be right.
Yeah.
Not that he'll move, but what I think.
Yeah. Alright.
The hand, sorry.
Initiative.
27 for me. Oof.
Okay. So Hound's going first with a move 4, attack 2. Luckily it doesn't get to use an add +2 to the attack because none of its allies are alive to be adjacent to us. So it doesn't need to move. It's going to attack. Well, that worked out well. It's going to attack you, which is good. You're the tank. So attack 2 +1, so 3 damage to Grog. And that's the Hound done. So we're on to Grog.
Alright, so I'm going to use the move part of Spare Dagger to attack 2.
Yep.
And then there's just a straight 2 and I'll be retaliated against.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Skewer, the attack part of Skewer, which is an attack 3. And I'll pull a +0 again.
That'll do it.
Do we retaliate on death or not?
That's a good question. I would say that as you stab it, it dies, so it doesn't get to retaliate, I think, but that could be wrong.
That sounds pretty sensible.
Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, so that's your turn done.
That was a bit of a flurry.
Mm.
Big opener.
I'm going to flip things up with that now dead, and I'm going to use the bottom of Solid Bow to move to here. Grab myself. double coins. Then I'm going to use the top of a moment's piece to loot one, to then grab these ones.
Nice.
Because that may or may not be my battle goal, to out-loot you, Daryl. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I like check marks, what can I say? Alright, and then I'm going to use my stamina potion to get back 2 cards, which will be that and that. Cool. That's the end of my turn. Living Spirit's dead. Next round.
Right.
So there's nothing to kill, obviously, so it's just a bit of dead time getting to the next room. You know what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay, initiative.
34.
I'm going at 75. Okay, you're up. Now, just need to be mindful of keeping this camera cued in. So,
Yep. So I'm going to use the bottom part of hook and chain for a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Get myself a cheeky coin. And I'm going to use the attack part of Juggernaut, which is a move 2, attack 2. So I'm just going to move 2.
yeah, nice.
1.
So let's just want to see if you can, might be easier if you do it, just sort of move that a little bit to more focus on this part leading up to the door. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Is that nice?
Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Cool. Alright, that's your turn.
Mine done?
Alright, so I'm going to use the bottom of Moment's piece with my Boots of Striding to get basically a move 4, heal 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to heal 2, which takes me back up to 9. And then I'm going to use the top of Felling Swoop to summon my Warhawk, which I will bring in right here. And that's a lost card. And that's my turn done. So we'll reset. Alright.
When you long rest, you can only refresh items that can be refreshed, correct?
Yes.
Not the, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I will long rest after. I've got like 2 cards left, so I'll get to the door and long rest. I'm thinking.
Yep. Okay, so if you're doing that, I won't plan to go in yet either. Then we'll go in together.
Mhm.
So, what am I going to do? 5. Yeah. use that. Initiative.
18 for me.
53 for me. You're up.
I'm going to just use the generic part of eye for an eye for a move 2. And then I'm also going to use my boots of striding to add another 2 to that, just to get me to the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay with that. So flip that over.
Can I double check your health? What health you're on?
I'm on 13.
You're on 13.
And I'm going to long rest, which will get me
2 points back.
Heal me 2.
Yep. So you'll be 15.
15. And I'll refresh the boots of striding. And lose a card.
Which you pick. Because it's a long rest. Alright. My turn. So the summons always goes first. It's got a movement of 3, being a hawk. So it's just going to go 1, 2. I'm going to put it right up here next to Grog. Ready to charge in and hopefully do some damage before it dies. And in terms of what I'm doing, not a lot. I'm just using the bottom of Flash of Flame to move 5 with jump, which I don't need, but just use that movement to get up right behind. And I'm not using the top of Crippling Noose. It's just a dead card, so there you go into my discard. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Next round. Alright.
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah, thank you. Might be best to just bring it right up here somewhere.
Oh,
and sort of,
Very good.
sort of maybe try and get a reference point back to that door where we're going to be coming in. No, I'll let you do it. Whatever you think. It's easier for you to move it. I guess just try and focus on this part here. Yep. Might just move that light a little bit too. Just bear with us while we try and get you the best view as possible. There we go.
That's not too bad, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. Alright, pick some cards. I might just sort of go late to let you get in and reveal the room, because that way I can play my Doom on one of the mobs to curse them with that 2 points of damage every round.
Yep.
So I'll queue that up.
I'm thinking about getting a ranged attack ready, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Alright, I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I will. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Take
Okay.
your time.
Yep,
All
done. So 42 for me.
good. Okay. And I'm going to go at.
Oh, you wanted me to go earlier?
Yeah. Do you have an earlier one?
Yeah. I can do that. $29.
Alright. Viewers at home, that's obviously a little bit cheesy, but sometimes we take a few liberties here and there. This one's going to be hard, so it's pretty important I get this Doom on, I think. So yeah, that's good. So I'm at 33. Let's do it. So you're obviously up first, Daryl.
So I will move with the bottom of hook and chain, which is a move 4.
Okay, let me get rid of that door for you.
Oh, no, that's good. And I will move 1 and reveal the room.
Right, so we've got. So, in the interest of brevity, I've already put out the obstacles. They're already revealed, which are rock columns, but we also have a number of frost demons, which there's one here, and there is one here. And then another one now. I've run out of frost demons. I've only printed out 2 of them. So this other miniature is going to be the other frost demon, which goes down here. Which I don't even know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see that. So they're all frost demons. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and we have a regular living spirit, which goes right here. And that's all the enemies. So let's add them in. We've got regular, number 1, living spirit. And we have all of those frost demons are regulars. So we have a 1. Oops. Accidentally added that. Get rid of that. 2, 3. So the frost demons have a retaliate 2 ability on them. Alright, so that's the room revealed, so we can go resume back to your turn, Daryl. You can do what you want to do now.
So I was using the bottom part of hook and chain, which is a move 4 if the movement was in a straight line, perform an attack X. The first part of the movement wasn't in a straight line to maybe meet with him, but would it count? I just can't remember, sorry.
Well, I think whatever portion of the movement is in the straight line is what your attack will be.
Yep. Okay, so 3 of the movement will be in a straight line. So 1, 2, 3. So it was 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So 1's moved there.
Yeah, and then
you've got
the 3
1
in a succession.
2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 3 hexes are in a straight line. Yeah.
So I will start with here's number 1, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So, and it is so that'll be a 3, and I drew a +1, so that's 4.
Cool.
And number 1.
So they have 7 hit points, so that takes him down to 3.
And that is a retaliate of 2.
Yeah.
That takes me to 13.
Okay.
And then I will use the top part of skirmishing maneuver to attack 2. So on number 1 again. So
Yep.
and I drew a -1. So
Okay.
that's 1.
Yep.
And then I've got to retaliate. This is going to be expensive. And then a move 2. 1, 2, and then an attack 2 again. And I drew a +1.
Nice. Alright. Work. So you knocked him out. Yeah, that retaliate 2 is a bitch.
Yeah, so I'm on 11 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still alright though. That was worth it. to get one off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. All right. So that's the end of your turn. No other items or anything you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. So on to Fenthrys. My summons goes first. It has a move 3, so it's just going to move up, obviously. 1, 2, 3, I guess, to here. And as for me, I'm going to place my Race to the Grave Doom onto... what do you reckon? Should I just... target the living spirit has 2 points, so it will basically be rubbed out if I put my doom on it, or I can start whittling away at one of these frost demons.
Probably the frost demon, I think.
Yeah, they're probably a bigger threat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the end one, because he has to move the furthest. He might. So he'll be pretty weak by the time he gets to us, maybe.
Yeah. All right. I'm happy with that. Let's do that. Okay. So that's pretty much all I'm doing. The other cards, I had ranged attacks, but nothing that I thought would probably hit, so I haven't actually picked one. So that's the end of my turn. I'm close to having to rest too, by the way. I've pretty much got 1 turn left in me, and then I'll have to.
Yep.
Alright, so Living Spirit's up. It's going to move 3, and it has an attack 2 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack 2 at range 3. You and the hawk are equidistant, so it will target you because you have the lower initiative. So attack 2. 1's 2, nice. So 0. That's good. It has a shield too, as well, remember, when we do attack it. So Frost Demons are up. They've got to move to attack 2, Pierce 3. The Pierce obviously isn't really relevant at the moment, so just to move to attack 2. So 1, this Frost Demon will move to attack the Warhawk, because it can't reach the Brute. So the Warhawk is its closest to focus. So hopefully it's not going to knock my bird out. -1, cool. So my Warhawk's still around. It's got 3 hit points, so it's got 2 left. The other one is going to take its 2 damage from my Doom, which takes it to 5, and then it's going to move 2. 1, 2. Can't attack.
Nope.
So that's the end of the round.
Alright.
Just thinking it might be worth it using a lost card here to get a multi-attack in.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, but I'm not going to play on the lost card. But I can, if you want to keep that, maybe I can give that a shot first. You know what I mean?
How early are you going to go?
Mid first.
Last time you said mid, you went at like 30, which worried me. mid to me between 1 and 100 is like around 50s.
Oh,
a 30
right.
is like around a third.
I thought we were doing the first percentile thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you mean. All right.
So I'm, well.
So in terms of if mid was around 50, and we're talking like first, third, mid, second, third, you know what I mean? Like a third obviously is 33, mid's 50, second, third 66, if we're using those parameters.
Mid first.
Mid first, third.
Mid first percentile, as in if we were doing thirds.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Midish.
All right. Pushing the table talk to the very limits
To
here.
the limit.
Okay. Alright, well I can, these are my last 2 cards before I have to rest, and I can swap things up depending on how you go, so that's fine.
Okay.
Obviously don't want to use that lost card if it's not needed.
No.
So you all good?
Yep. 18 for me. I hope that was sort of near where I was talking about.
Okay, I was actually 14, so I'm going before you. That's alright. Because what do we got? The Living Spirit's only got 2.
Yep.
The other one's going to be almost dead by the time it gets to us.
Yep.
So really we've got this other one which still has 7 hit points. So he's got a little bit of health. Alright, well first things first, let's see. I'm up first. So my Warhawk goes first, so let's see what it can do. It's got an attack of 3 on the Frost Demon, obviously. So +0, so 3 points, which is handy. So that takes it down to 4.
Nice.
And then...
I might not be needed here.
Alright, so I don't think I'll use this loss. I think it's going to be wasted.
No,
So,
definitely don't use
or
it.
should I?
I definitely wouldn't if I was you.
I've got a pretty big hand, that's all, so I can... And it feels like we're midway through. Once we clear these out, we're onto the last room. So I feel like we're pacing-wise, we're not going too bad.
But you've already lost a couple.
Are you going to be doing a double attack?
I think I will be doing...
Because sometimes you can do 2 attacks and sometimes you can only do 1. Are you looking at doing 2?
No, not a double, but an area of effect.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because the difference between me using my loss is I can attack 2. I can attack 2 targets with an attack 4, which is obviously very good.
If you draw a miss...
The other option is it's not just an attack 2. So it goes from being very strong to just a single attack of 2, which is pretty crappy. And I want to make sure I get both of them off the board.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
roll with it.
Yeah. Plus, I've got empowering talisman, which can give me back either a stamina or a health potion. I can reuse.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
So,
do it.
Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to use the bottom of Swift Trickery to move up 2. Well, actually, that's up to 5. So where do I want to go? My attack is range 3, so I need to be at least 1, 2. So I'm going to move up to here. Just in behind my hawk there with Swift Trickery, and then I'm going to do... Actually, where was I? Do you remember where I was? Was I here?
No, I was there. I think you were the other one, yeah.
I was here, wasn't
I?
That's where I was behind. So 1, 2, 3. I could get to there. Get a coin. He has to get around those. Yeah, let's do that. He'll get an attack earlier on me, but I like gold, so...
Okay. Motivated by greed. Oh, you can't have it now.
Yeah, can't pick it up. Don't get it. Thanks.
I'll move you here.
Yep. Then so that was the bottom of Swift Trickery. Then I'm going to use the top of multi-pronged assault to do an attack 4 at range 3, targeting 2. For 2 XP, which I'll add on now. So attack 4, range 3. I'll start with the Living Spirit, which has a shield 2. So I'm actually going to use my piercing bow for this attack, which lets me ignore all shield values for the entire attack action. So just please don't be a miss. Attack 4, range 3, +2.
Lovely.
So that rubs out our Living Spirit. And then we have the attack on the Frost Demon. So 4 +1 is 5. So that actually Kills it.
Done. Look at that.
And that's a loss.
Oops. You know what? That's just going to stay like that. Otherwise I'll destroy the whole set.
That's alright. Yeah. Bit easier for me, sitting closer. There we go. Alright. So that's me done. You're up, Grog.
What have we got left
And
on
I'm
there?
short resting.
Well, I don't have a lot to do. So I'm just going to use the generic move of an eye for an eye. Oh, sorry, eye for an eye. With my boots of striding, which adds a +2, which will get me 1, 2, 3. Get me up here in front of old mate here. And I'm going to use Unstoppable Charge, which is an attack 5. And I get an experience point. And I'm drawing a -1. So what's that? That he's still alive.
Yes, he has 5 hit points.
Oh, plus.
So what did you do? I missed
4.
sorry.
I drew. My attack was 5.
Yeah.
And I drew a -1.
Okay.
So he's got 1 left, and I get retaliated on, which is fantastic.
So
That
you're down
brings
to
me
9. Yep. Alrighty. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So our Frost Demon has 1 point left. So what you did do though is now that that doom takes effect, he's gone.
I was going to say that would have been really tragic if he wasn't doomed.
Alright, cool. So that's it. We've cleared all those guys out. Next round. So I short rested. I lost Rain of Arrows, but I think we're still looking alright. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards left. Plus,
I've got 5.
I've got a stamina potion I can get back if needed.
5 cards left. I don't know whether to use my stamina potion now or not.
But definitely, for me, before we get into this last room, you'd want to have your best attack cards back in your hand. I don't know how that's going to work out with your next rest. Whether you need to use your stamina potion to do that, or whether you can do that through resting.
Maybe I need to move to the door and long rest like I did before.
Yeah. Get a couple of points of health back.
I think I might do that.
Looking forward to when I level this guy up enough to get a top move action, which I don't have at the moment.
Yeah, they've been handy. I've got 2 now.
Just gives you so much more flexibility.
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm just hoovering gold on this turn, really.
Yeah.
Okay, initiative.
34.
Alright, you're up first.
So I will use my movement part of leaping cleave, which is move 3 with jump, and it puts wind in the air.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Let me just charge that wind up. I think that's the first element we've done in this game.
It is.
Hasn't been many.
You know what I'm charging up for.
Yeah, I do, mate. I love it.
And the attack part of Juggernaut, which is a move 2 and attack 2. So I'll just go 1, And I'll move here out of the way.
Cool.
And I will long rest.
Alrighty. So what I might do, bear with me, viewers, we're just going to move this camera again in preparation for the last room. Do you mind helping me?
Sorry, mate.
Just try and do a bit of cable management for me. I'll pick this up and move it if you just make sure the cable doesn't wipe stuff out.
Yeah.
Let's get it over here. Okay. Move these minis out of the way. Right, so you had your turn, right? You're done?
Yep.
So my hawk's just going to move up 3. 1, 2, 3, up to here. This is obviously out of shot for people watching, but you don't need to see me and my hawk just moving up through that room. We'll set up for the next room when we go through. I'm going to use the bottom of Crippling Noose to move 1, 2 to here. Grab that coin. Thank you. And then I'm going to use the top of a moment's piece to loot the other one as well. Thank you. Alright, next round. Okay, so I'll use a move 5 here to get right up, or pretty much right up next to you.
Okay.
So I'll be coming in pretty
Hot.
much behind you. Are you, did you say you're going to look at resting, or are you doing that later?
No, I already long rested.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Cool. So what health are you?
I am. What was I there? 9, 11. Yeah, because I didn't add on the 2 points.
Yep.
There's a lot of retaliating going on.
Mm.
You going super late?
I don't know yet. I'm going to move up next to you, and then I might just tee up some sort of ranged attack in case I can get a shot away. So I might try and go late on purpose to have you already in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go around mid, as in 0 to 100, mid.
Yep.
Will that be after you, do you reckon?
100%.
Cool. Okay. Initiative.
35.
Okay, I'm going at 53. So you're first.
Alright, so I'm going to use my Boots of Striding +2 movement in conjunction with the movement part of Hook and Chain, which is a move for, like I did before, if it was in a straight line, perform X. So I'll use my boots of striding to move the initial one and reveal the room.
Yep. Okay, so we have so one hound. I won't bother with a number thing because there's only one of them. He goes here. Then behind that we have an elite frost demon. And we have a regular living spirit in here. Number 4. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
There's a lot of monsters on this map, but a lot of them are for 3 or 4 players. So let me just double check that. So we've got 1 hound, 1 living spirit, both regular. Sorry, 2 living spirits, my bad. So the living spirits are either side of our frost demon. And there's traps either side of those living spirits that you can see. They're stun traps, not damage traps. And then we have a chest in the corner, just behind you.
Living spirits, they
So let's add them in. We've got... what numbers did I say? It's number 3 and number 4. Great, they're going to be cursing. We have an elite frost demon. Yeah. And then we have a regular hound. Oh man. Nasty. Alright, so you get to finish your turn obviously before they do what they do. So.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to continue on with the movement part of hook and chain, obviously. So I use the boots of striding to move 1.
Yeah.
And I'll get to here with the second part.
Yeah.
And I'll only get 1 hex in a straight line. Is that right, to do an initial attack on the wolf? Because it's the whatever movement was performed in a straight line.
Yeah, well, I think this is what I'm not sure of. Last time we did it, we sort of counted the hexes that were the straight movement, which technically there's 2 hexes, but you're only really moving 1. So I'd say it's probably supposed to be, if we're playing it properly.
Yep.
Yeah, you've moved 1 in the straight line, so it would be 1 attack.
Alright, so let's resolve that. So it'll be an attack 1 on the...
Just for the purpose of the camera, I'm just going to move this. Just remember that this is an obstacle here, but I'm going to take it out just because it gives a better view of what's happening.
Probably should have used a potion, but I'm not, so...
Well, you haven't done the attack yet, so you can still say if you want to use one.
Okay.
You just can't do an attack and then choose to use
Yeah,
a potion.
yeah. Alright, well I'll use a minor power potion, which is a +1, just to give it a bit more bit more meat. So it'll be a attack 2. And it's a +1 with a shield self.
Yep. Okay. So what was it? Attack a +2.
So now it's a 3 on the wolf. Hound, sorry.
So attack 3.
And that'll be a retaliate of 1.
Yeah.
So 10 for me. So that's sorted. And then I will be using skewer. And there's wind in the air, so it's an attack 3. Now becomes an attack 4.
Yeah.
And it has a pierce of 1.
Okay.
And that'll be on the wolf, the hound, and the living spirit. But we'll do the wolf, the hound first. And it's a +1, so it's 5.
Okay, so that kills the Hound. Nicely done.
Oops. And the living spirit. +1 again. So that's 3, 4, 5.
What was the shield value?
1. So it'd be 4. Attack 4, won't it?
Yeah, either way, they've only got 2 hit points, so that's definitely enough to kill.
So he's dead.
Yeah. Good job.
And that's an experience point as well.
Okay, so now the hound is gone, but our frost demon is at initiative 18, so it's activating next. It's going to immobilise anyone within range 2, which obviously includes you. So you are now immobilised, but that's alright. You've had your turn already, so next round, just got to remember you're immobilised.
Yep.
And then that's actually pretty good. It's just immobilising and then healing itself, but it hasn't taken any damage, so that's cool. It's got 12 hit points, FYI, with Retaliate 2. So that means I'm up. As always, my summons moves first, following AI. So it's just going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use the bottom of Flight of Flame, which is a move 5 with jump. Not that I need the jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me to there. And then I have the top of Solid Bow, which is an attack 3, range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nicely done.
1, 2, 3. So I could attack either the living spirit or the demon. What's the demon? So it doesn't have a shield. Alright, so I'm going to go after the demon. Do you think?
I think.
Start whittling it down?
Yep.
Or do I... okay. So we know that when I finish, the living spirit's going to go, and they're cursing at range 3. I guess which isn't a big deal, is it? It's only going to affect you. It's just one more curse card. I'm just thinking, do I try and one-shot it so it doesn't get to curse? Although it has a shield too, and I've used my piercing bow, so...
What's the attack value of it?
3. So the chances of me knocking it out, I need like a crit. Yeah, or +2 would do 5. Yeah.
Maybe you should throw caution to the wind. Maybe, I don't know. I hate curse cards.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try and knock the living spirit out. Get it off the board. Alright, so... Okay, I'm going to use my attack 3 at range 5 on the living spirit. I'm going to use my minor power potion to add 1. So I'll make it an attack 4. So attack 4 +0. Shield 2, so 2 points gets through, so it's dead.
Wow.
Just enough. Okay. Alright. Next round. Yeah, remember you were immobilised.
Yep. Spewing.
Okay, I'm going to use... It's going to be, I guess it's a little bit cheesy, but we haven't started the new round yet. I'm going to say I'll use my Empowering Talisman on my turn, which allows me to refresh one of my consumed items. And I'm going to refresh my minor stamina potion, allowing me to get back... Hang on. No, sorry, I don't need to do that. Disregard. Well, not yet, anyway. Because I have the card that I need already. Well, you know what? I am going to do that. Because now that I think about it, there is another card that I probably could use, which is the one that I just actually use right then, which is range 5. So I'm going to grab that and... Okay.
Are you going to go really early, you mongrel, and cheat me out of an attack, or?
No, all I'm going to do is, yeah, I will be going early, but I don't think, I'm obviously not going to be killing something that has 12 health in one go. I'm just going to go early and doom it with that 2 points around.
Yep.
And then do a ranged attack on it. That's all I'm doing. You know what you're doing?
Yep, I am 27.
Okay, I'm going 9. Alright, so I'm up first. I move my Warhawk in.
Yeah, attack
1, 2,
4.
3.
Lord.
Yeah.
Don't
Very
give me any of that
effective.
business.
And then I'm just going to use Race to the Grave again, which is my doom. Putting it on the demon. So he'll take 2 points on every round. And then I'm going to do, which is what I just got back from my stamina potion, that solid bow again, which is an attack 3, range 5. And I'm going to use my stun powder this time to stun the demon. +1. So that's 4. So
Nice.
Frost Demon's got 8 left and he's stunned.
Beautiful.
So I won't get to... I wasn't going to attack you anyway, was it? Because you can't move up. But anyway, I've said I'm using it, so I've used it. What was that? Oh no, what am I saying? The Frost Demon had move and attack, so it would have moved up and attacked you.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. So yeah, that is worthwhile.
That is definitely worthwhile.
That's me. You're up. So I'll take your immobilize off now. You can't move this round, but it's gone.
Alright, so I am going to use the attack part of Spare Dagger, which is an attack 3, range 3 with an experience point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a -2.
So 1 point.
1 point. Experience point. And I'm going to use the movement part of Skirmishing Maneuver for an attack 3, range 3. And that is a ×2.
Oh. So 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to reshuffle that. Another experience point.
You know what that means?
He gets to...
He's going to die on his activation and we won't get to that chest.
Oh, because of his doom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I didn't think about that at all.
Oh, neither did I. Yeah, you weren't to know you were going to get a crit. You just melted him from 12 in 1 round. Alright, so Frost Demon activates because of the doom, takes a point of damage, which kills it. And we only get to play out the end of the round, which is now, so that's it. Done.
Beautiful. Well, we would like to have known it was in that chest.
Yeah, same. Oh well. So find out what happens in the conclusion.
With the last of your adversaries dead, you approach the back of the chamber where a small blue sphere floats above the floor. You slowly reach out your hand and find the orb cold to the touch. With a firm grip on it, the temperature is almost unbearable, but you quickly stash it into your pack and make your way back to the Crooked Bone. You enter the abandoned tavern and call out to Hale. With no response, you wander around, observing the chaotic mess around you. You wonder how she gets any work done in this environment. As you approach the counter, Hale appears before you, holding the orb.
Very interesting.
She doesn't seem to notice you at all.
A rift in our plane, somehow contained within a spherical barrier. Good thing you didn't break this on your way back. You easily could have been sucked into a realm of pure frost and been frozen solid before you had time to breathe. Or something worse could have happened. It's just so confounding. Who would have the power to do this?
Hale takes a step to the left and disappears again. You wait for what feels like hours, refusing to sit on the few stools that haven't yet fallen apart. You call out occasionally, but receive no response.
Oh, you're still here.
You turn around to see Hale in the middle of the room.
Good. I'd like to experiment on you if it's all right.
She reaches out to you and you stumble backward, falling over a table that splinters into hundreds of pieces.
Oh, don't be a baby about it. I'm pretty sure it will end well.
Hale explains that she wants to try to bring forth raw power from another plane and contain it in a small orb that could give enhanced powers to anyone possessing it. The containment process, however, requires a lot of gold metal.
Now that you have helped me in my endeavors, I suppose I should return the favor.
Hale sighs.
So what was it exactly that you wanted?
So that unlocks the power of enhancement for student, which means that moving forward we can now enhance our cards for gold. Which is cool.
That is very cool.
Alright, so successful. Just for curiosity's sake, I just looked up, that chest had 20 gold in it. So if we
Okay.
had have opened it, we would have got 20 gold.
Yep.
But that's, Frozen Hollow, completed.
In the bank.
First go, that's pretty good. We played that on difficulty level 2, which will be you're 5 and I'm 4, so 9. So yeah, we're playing roughly at around the right difficulty. We could maybe look at stepping it up to 3, I guess. But alright, so that's the end of that game. Thanks for watching. If you did watch, in case you're wondering, the terrain that this game's been played on is some terrain that myself and a friend operate. It's called Talisman Saber Terrain. If you look us up on Facebook, Talisman Saber Terrain, we have a Facebook page. We also have a YouTube channel which has a few showcase videos showing off the terrain. But in any case, it will be available for sale as fully painted sets, compatible with Gloomhaven or any other hex-based tabletop game. We'll be selling those packs either fully painted or unpainted, if that's what you prefer, very soon. So if you want any further information, go to our Facebook page, and there's an extensive FAQ sticky to that page that you can read through, or shoot us an email or a message. But yeah, you can get some information about when those will be available on that page. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Ciao.